Hey brewers, it's Friday. We're back with another brew for you today. I keep going on these room temperature lagers at under pressure. I've been really loving this method. Like, I haven't used my fridge in quite some time. We are gonna do, one of these days soon, we're gonna do a shootout between same method, one in the fridge at lager temp, another one just with the method I've been using at room temp, and see how that works out. But I mean, I've been loving these results, so I'm gonna keep going with it. Today we're brewing a Vienna Lager up here for you. Just straight up, 11 pounds Vienna, Willamette at 60, Willamette at 5. We're gonna ferment it, one of these bad boys, and then after fermentation, we'll just transfer it to another keg just to get off of that trub, off of that sediment. So I have already done, you guys are getting bored of watching me weigh out my dust, right? Like I'm doing drugs or something, right? So I've got my profile here. You want to look, again, you don't want to look at how much I've added unless you're in Winnipeg on Winnipeg water. You want to look at my parts per million here, if that's what you're trying to match there at home. And we're looking for a mash pH of 5.25. We're going to be using our M76 with my lagers. I always like to double pitch. You know, you do you, I'm doing me. Oh, and we also need 6 mils of lactic that I almost forgot about. Start with that. I still haven't gotten myself a proper syringe, so we're going the slow poke method here today. Boom. And it's gonna be hot, but I'm gonna, ooh, that's hot, 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 hot. Rinse my fingies off. Stir in some of this. So I use gypsum, just a tiny bit of gypsum, little bit of Epsom, mostly chloride on this one. We got a 1.20 chloride sulfate ratio. All right, we're gonna be mashing at 148. Oh, come on, guys. Are my hands just slippery? I think that's what it is. There we go. As usual, we're gonna save our bag to collect our spent grains later on. Isn't that a good stir? I started at 150. So we're gonna lose while we stir in here, so I'm gonna bring her down to 148. All right, and there we go. Gonna get recirculating. No. Where's my other recirculation arm? This one. Where are all my regular recirculation arms? All right, well, I'm gonna go find a recirc arm. In the meantime, have yourself a sippy poo. Hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you in an hour for Sparge. Cheers. We're back, the end of mash. Gonna get our Sparge on for our Vienna Lager. So we need 2.5, so we did 5 gallons of mash, 2.5 gallons of Sparge, 2.5 gallons. I like to, if I have time and a scale around, weigh my water. 2.5 gallons of water is 16.7, pounds. So let's do it. I did give it a stir halfway through. We're gonna shut off our pump here. We're gonna put in a bit of water. And we're gonna give it a little stir as we go. Actually, I'm just gonna put it all in, get a little stir as we go. If you mean to tell me that that's not getting stirred up enough, that it's not compacting, that it isn't compacting, I don't know what to tell you. We are definitely getting the rinse we want. All right. And up to the last notch. Okay, grab my gloves and get this spent grain taken care of right now too. Yeah. Not quite done leaking, so give it a minute there and then we'll be back in 5 minutes for that. How's that sound? Hit that like and subscribe. Have a sippy poo on me. All right, it's done drippings. It's gonna go like so. Get that around. Come on, come on. And boom. There we go, we'll give that a rinse right away. Mash and sparge complete. Now we're gonna set her up to boil. And we'll see you once we hit boil for our 60 and 5. Not a super exciting brew day here, but it's gonna be a nice beer, I'll tell you that. See you in a bit. All right, we have hit boil on our Vienna Lager. It is now time to put in our 60-minute hops and set a timer. Then we'll see you again at 5 minutes left so we can put in our second round of hops, our yeast nutrient, and our and our whirl flock. Okay, let's do this. Willy. Willy, Willy. All right, boom. Boom. Okay. See you in a bit. Don't get too f***ed up. Hit that like, subscribe, or subscribe, or like, or maybe subscribe. I don't know. All right, brewers, we're back. 5 minutes left in our Vienna Lager boil. Time for some whirl flock. Plunk. Time for some yeast nutrient. And time for our Willamette second edition. You know, one of these days I'm gonna do like a straight up Willamette IPA and just see what happens, right? It's not a hop you'd really think of, but like, it smells fucking nice. All right, set our 5 minutes. 5 minutes, not an hour and 5, there we go. All right, we'll see you in 5 for some chilling. We already got our recirc going here. So we'll see you in 5 for our chill and you know, that other thing, putting it in our keg, which we're fermenting in a keg today. Really looking forward to this. Again, room temperature, lager. You want to talk to me about the semantics about whether I'm truly lagering or not? Sure. Does it taste good? I bet it will. See you in 5. All right, we know what that sound means. It's time for chilling, serious chilling. All right, fire this up. And heat off, that always helps. And turn this guy on. All right, so again, we're doing the room temperature lager. What is this black mark on here? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. Well, that's chilling, we're gonna clean that. All right. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Okay, so how are we doing? Oh, we're already down to 30. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. You know what we can also do is we can get a gravity reading. That one is a little sticky. Maybe where's my other one? I had two around here. Dos. Okay, well, whatever. Let's clean this one and use it up. Bricks. So yeah, this isn't the one I wanted to use because it doesn't have OG on there. Oh, there it is. 13 bricks. Let's just see what 13 bricks looks like. 13 bricks. Just, well, between 11 and 12. So 12 and 3/4 bricks. It's about 1053. Nailed the gravity. Looks like our little stir halfway through the mash is kind of the, we've now nailed our gravity on 2 out of 3 brews today. That's a good thing. See if we get the third one. And we're almost there, down to 19, one more degree. You know what, I'm just gonna start transferring it now because it's gonna get colder as we go. Just give it the old pinchy. Oh. And we've actually got a little bit too much volume, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on this, that we don't get over full, because we need a little bit of headspace at least. For our brew, like under pressure, we're not gonna get a ton of krausen, so that's good. We can, we can minimize it, but we're kind of playing with fire as far as our headspace is concerned here. We'll see in a few minutes for this to be full and pitch our yeast, and then off to the magic box she goes. Oh yeah. All right, so I just had a thought. My only beef with this as a setup, and I mean, I've known about this kind of brewing for a long time, is that, okay, so this is a 19-liter keg. We're really only gonna get 17 and a half, 18 liters because we need a little bit of headspace for fermentation. Then we're gonna lose some to trub. So in the end, we're gonna end up with what, 16 and a half liters. That's my only beef, is I'm missing out on that 2.5 liters of having a full 19 liter, right? But I just remembered we just got in these mammoth 24.5 liter kegs. They fit in most fridges, so this way I could do my 21 liters as normal, fermented in there, right? Lose my 2 liters to trub and then transfer to my 19 liter. Done deal. Or if you're doing, other kits that are 23 liters, like say your Cooper's kits or whatever, you got the whole thing. I don't know why I didn't do this today, but it's too fucking late now, so food for thought. All right, so boom, it's my first time doing this, so we're gonna leave about that much headspace. Trav, I don't know if you wanna have a peek in there. That's about how much headspace I'm gonna leave. We'll see how that's gonna work. So we're gonna close this up, and I'm gonna seal it with CO2. I don't know if Paul did this in his video, but I'm just gonna grab somewhere around, oh yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna put this on. And then this way I can actually test set my spunding valve as well. So getting 2 birds stoned at the same time here. Oh, that's tight. I like to seal it like this without even having it down. All right, and now, I don't know why that was leaking over there, but this is correct. That's not what we want at all. Whoa! Huh? Oh, I didn't know why. Okay, so we're gonna go. Is this open? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now we're way too high in there. We're gonna go like this. You know what we didn't do is pitch the fucking yeast. Son of a. Kind of pointless to seal it up if we don't have any yeast in there, eh? All right, we're going 2 packs. I like to double pitch on my lagers. If you want to debate me on that, okay. If you want to debate me on that, you go right ahead. Okay, let's try this again. Boom. Okay, now, set our spunding valve. What the heck? Hello, spunding valve. Oh, is this that broken spunding valve I've been meaning to throw away? Ah, all right. See a little arrow there? Does that look like that's going the right way? Sure doesn't. Oh, why are you leaking now? Please don't tell me I picked a leaker of a keg. No, that'd be a fresh top. It is a fresh top, but if the keg itself, if the lip leaks, right? There we go. Okay, that's 30 psi. Now, and that's where we want to be for a fermentation. All right, well, that was a little bit of a around at the end, but now we're ready to go in the magic box. Time for a sippy poo. I suggest you do the same. Have a drink on me, all right?
2 weeks later.
All right, we're back with our keg fermented Vienna Lager. I went a little nuts with our pour here, but could have got a little bit better clarity on this, but I had to move the keg just a touch. I think I stirred up just a little bit of sediment. Either way though, in a keg, transferred from keg to keg using our pressure transfer with our spunding valve. Again, this is, what is that, the M76 Bavarian Lager, straight up Vienna. I love just a straight up Vienna beer as a lager. Let's have a little sippy poo, see what we think. Man. If you don't want to get into this pressure fermenting game, you got to get into this pressure fermenting game. Like, just everything turns out, this is clean, clean. It's got that nice Bavarian finish. Vienna, like Vienna just has, even though this is Canadian Vienna, like, got a little bit of lacing there. She's a beaut. We won again. Pressure fermenting wins again. I'm gonna slam this. You should too. We're gonna add this to the website right now because this is deadly. Cheers, friends. Don't get too up. This one at least is only like 5%, so I can have a couple. By a couple dozen. See you next week.